Welcome to Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville and City of Promise and News Radio 98.9 1070 AM WINA, and brought to you by the Jefferson School Foundation with Marky and Price here in the studio in downtown Charlottesville, our home, our place of life and study. This week we'll be joined by...
I never heard that before.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
Cassidy, is it Dyce or Dyce?
I love Dyce, but it's Dyce, unfortunately.
Okay. Cassidy Dyce.
Unfortunately.
I think Dyce is real cute. Cassidy Dyce, a writer, storyteller, and co-author of the Brainstormers Money Talks, a middle grade graphic novel. Middle grade.
It is a mouthful.
I know, I'm trying to read it.
You're doing so well.
Cassidy is also the founder of Writing Black at the House, a creative organization dedicated to uplifting Black artists across disciplines and creating space for community, collaboration, and growth. But most excitingly for me, our next guest on this episode of Envision Radio. That was a mouthful.
I'm so sorry.
But it's because you had a long bio. When you're so
that's right. We got
influential
a lot of,
and famous, and you have 2 pages of bio.
And I spend all my time in my bed.
That's crazy.
She's like, all the things you just named, I do from the comfort of my bed.
That's
under
dope.
a weighted blanket.
That's excellent. Oh, interesting. Are you a weighted blanket person?
I had a weighted blanket. I begged my mom for a weighted blanket when I was 16, and she got the largest size you can get. It was like 60 pounds. I swear. I don't know if I could swear
60
for God on here.
pounds.
Yes,
right.
I couldn't even pick. I put it on, but I couldn't get it over my shoulders.
Perfect.
I was like,
perfect.
Yeah.
I actually want to suffocate. You
yeah,
know
no,
what I mean?
and then I was like, actually, I think this is killing me. So I only used it twice, and then she sold it on one of her little Etsy shops, and I was like, okay, well, great. Okay. But I do think I needed it, but she's trying to kill me.
How did she carry it? How did she sell it? She's like, put it in like a
such a good
wheelbarrow,
question.
like out at the
It was like as
Target
big of a weighted
parking lot?
blanket as you can get for a child.
A child.
She didn't want me to be here today.
That's right. That's right. It's like not FDA approved.
No,
You are here despite of.
And it's also, I think it's like beads, so it shifts weight. So like
Yeah.
It's not. It's like sand. So you pick it up and all it falls to the bottom. So it's even heavier. It's not distributed evenly.
It doesn't feel good at all.
No, it does. It did because I could not get up.
Yeah.
Is that the point?
Is it the point?
I think that's the point for me. I have an excuse to stay. I'm trapped.
You can I couldn't get out of the. I was like,
I'm trapped, brothers.
trying to pick it up to get up in the morning. But I also couldn't toss and turn. I was like,
I do have a question.
That's true.
I do have a question. Who's laid down and said, this blanket would be better if it was bigger?
heavy.
If it was heavy. If I struggled.
Yeah.
And I thank them for that, because if you give me a heated blanket that's also weighted, whoa, you're not going to see
they
me
put
for 10
heat
days.
and
That
weight on
feels
it.
like a lot of
It doesn't feel.
stimuli.
It feels like you're getting. Like,
It's a sauna.
Pressed.
Yeah.
It is a sauna. It
But
is a
see, I'm
sauna.
not a hot sleeper. I can't do that. I can't be hot.
Oh, you want to be chilly
absolutely.
when you're sleeping.
Oh, absolutely.
So you don't sleep with a cover?
Well, it depends on like the temperature of the house, right? Like I don't want to sleep in a terrarium. Like if it's hot, what do I? Well, like I don't need
you sleep
heat
hot.
and
Even in
like
the summer?
pressure.
I actually really love making sure that my room feels uncomfortable, so that I have to somehow get cover. It's just it's a comfort thing.
Like you make your house cold so you can use cover.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Freezing.
amplifies the use of the blanket.
And then, weirdly,
I use a blanket all through summer. I just
All the
put
time.
both my legs and both my arms out.
Yep.
I actually need. That's why I needed a weighted blanket.
I have to sprawl
actually
out.
need the blanket on top of me.
Yes.
Even if it's too hot for a
it
blanket.
has to be a need.
I need a blanket, even if it's
It
super,
has
too
to
hot.
be a
Covering
need.
like 15%
No,
of
yeah,
your
I've had it just on my stomach.
just like
I've
an
had it
inner
all into
tube.
my hips because it's so hot, and because I need the blanket.
I need a comfort.
Yeah, I've like pressed it until only just one half because I need the blanket is doing something.
It is
It's,
comfort.
it's doing
Sure.
Linus in
It
his
is comfort.
blanket.
I feel good.
Sure,
I feel
but then
good.
why
I feel
not
loved.
just alter the temperature of the environment?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm at my mom and daddy house. I can't touch the thermostat. That's been
that's
a rule
fair.
my whole
That's
life.
fair. That is true.
I've only touched it when my daddy called me and said, "Turn the thermostat down."
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
If he be
That's a
acting,
real thing.
He got a log or something. He must be go to his cell
Oh,
phone.
you just tell. When you start paying for it, you're like, right? It's just like the alarm goes off. Right?
I would be adjusting it every day. I
Every
can't
day.
do it. Up, down, up, down.
I knew my sister entered her adulthood when my parents gave access to her and her husband our thermostat at home.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
But now they don't give it to me, and I'm turning 30.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not. We be at the office and somebody be like, "It's so cold. I'm gonna go touch I'm gonna go turn down up the thermostat." I was like, "You can't touch that. We at the office."
It's very
Not allowed.
specific. In
They're like,
your
"What do you mean?"
contract, only a
It's
few people
literally
can
not
touch
allowed.
it.
They're like, "What do you?" There's like, "Aren't you cold?"
How dare you?
I know I'm freezing. I'm shaking in my boots at my computer. They're like, "Won't you just turn it up?" No, I put on a jacket.
I'm all right.
I got a jacket. I had a jacket on all this week
Yeah.
in the office. It's so cold.
All the old heads are about to come for you. The second you touch that thing, people's office doors just start opening.
People
like,
adjust it all the time. I'm like, do you have no decorum? Show some decorum.
Decorum is
decorum.
crazy.
Like, you ain't supposed to be touching that.
that's the old. Were you raised in a barn?
Yeah.
Like,
You only touch that if you the top dog. Are you
Period.
We got a lot of top dogs over there.
Period.
We got a lot of top dogs over there. I'm just shocked.
It is a rite of
Lord.
passage.
It
is a rite of passage.
It is. It really is. It really, really is. Cassidy, how are you?
I'm so good. You guys, thank you for being here with me.
That's how it is.
Wow.
This is about it. This is you got a good.
That was our cultural commentary section. Thank you for staying with us. We're back.
a good insight into what the next 45 minutes will be like. But look, before we get rolling, tell us a little bit about you. Talk a little bit about where you're from, and then we'll. What we typically do is we start here, and then Lord knows after that. So
that's the best part.
We start in the same place,
I love
and
a
then
little
it
party.
ends kind of wherever. So give us a little bit of the
Heard.
backstory, where you're from, and how you got here to Charlottesville.
Yeah, of course. My name is Cassidy. Dyce. I was born and raised in Northern Virginia.
Nova.
Hey, Nova. Oh,
you call it Nova? I was just
do
joking.
call it Nova. I do. Is it a
yeah.
joke? Do people not like calling it Nova?
It's a thing. It's a like.
Is it a negative connotation?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the UVA folks, the kids at the school.
But they're all from Nova.
Yeah, but everybody
that's the
else is
part.
like, why are you calling it that? You're just from Virginia.
No, it's Nova.
Or it's the city you're from.
It's Nova.
Yeah, I get
No,
that.
it's
I'm
just-
a part of it now, but I don't get it.
Oh, wait, you're saying that they'd be like, I'm from Arlington. I'm
Yeah,
from Shirlington.
but they're
I'm
like,
from
no,
Reston,
Nova is a
I'm
specific region of Virginia that
It really
they are
is.
lumping together culturally for specific reasons.
It is.
Sure.
It
And
is.
so it's a tell of sorts. Like, oh, I'm from Nova.
Well, I think a lot of people do that though. Like people say, like if I go to the Northeast, they'll be like, I'm going to Boston. But
Okay.
Boston for me is Tewksbury and Cambridge, and it's just like everything.
Yeah.
Right. But if you go to there, like I have a friend who lives.
It's also like
in
a shorthand for Northern Virginia. They're
Well,
also
that's what I'm
doing
saying. But I have like a
shorthand.
friend who
It is,
lives
it is.
in Scituate, and I was like, I'm coming to Boston, and he was like, you're going to Cambridge. And I was like,
But-
I don't know the
No,
difference.
right. That's what
We're going
you
to-
need to say where you're.
I was
Are
like,
you?
I'm flying into Logan
Okay.
Airport. Come pick me up.
I'm
That's
from-
all.
okay.
That's all I need.
Tell
to
me
know.
the city you're from.
Right.
If I say I'm from Charlottesville, then you say Nova. Those two things don't equate.
Right, but I also don't care, right? Like I'm like, like I'm coming to Dulles, so just come get me. I'll say I'm going to DC. I don't care. I'm going up there. I'm going 66 and going
If
north.
I'm being honest, depending on who I'm talking to, if I'm trying to impress them, I'll tell them I'm from DC.
See?
I don't know DC. Don't ask me the
Everybody know
neighborhood.
DC, and
Right?
people I guess know Nova now, but
Yeah, and if someone's
we're
like,
in Nova.
yeah, Ashburn. I'm from Ashburn.
See, but they don't want to tell people.
I don't want to tell them. But if like someone's like, hey, I'm from Sterling, I'm like, actually, you're from Nova. Say it. I actually want to correct people.
Say it.
Say it
You
with
don't
your
want people to
chest.
rep their city or town. You want them to go the geographical
no.
area
Exactly.
of Northern Virginia.
Exactly. But if I am really trying to impress you, if I want you to think I'm cool and funny,
DC.
DC. But then if like they're like, oh, what part of DC? I have to walk away.
Yeah, because the secondary question is bad.
Don't
if
ask
you've
me.
now
Well,
generalized
you
your
could
location.
do that here, right? Because if you're from Charlottesville, you could be from Keswick, you could be from
Keswick.
Northern Albemarle, you could be from
There's a
Scottsville.
place called Troy.
There's a place called Troy.
And that's Charlottesville. Actually, please don't be saying your cities that we don't know very well. Please do the big one.
I mean, do you do that?
I don't
You
say
flirt with it. You
I do,
flirt
but I
with
don't
it.
say I'm from Charlottesville.
You flirt with it.
Where are you
some
from?
Orange, but I say Greater Charlottesville.
Okay, but can I bring up a point?
Great C.
Why are there so many colors? There's orange,
Sure.
Green.
green.
What other
Okay.
colors
Oh,
you
yeah.
got?
Okay.
Okay, maybe that's actually just it.
Brownsville Elementary.
Oh, okay. I do the same thing. Like, why? So many people say that all the time from out of here. They're like, why are there so many colors? And
I never
I
thought
didn't
about-
ask
I never thought
what
about that.
colors.
Yeah.
And they're like green and orange.
Red Hill Elementary.
I was like, okay, that's two.
Okay, but there's something about a red.
Yeah.
And Madison's technically, I'll always be like, Madison for some reason feels blue.
Whoa.
What?
Madison feels, that's their colors. I don't know. They're like a very patriotic, like
And it's
Okay.
blue.
Yeah. So I do call them like they blue, and orange is orange, and
You're
green is
just
green.
inventing your
and
own
now
color.
we're a triangle of colors there.
And I'm just like, did we just get tired of coming up with names? You know
I
what
thought those
I mean?
were names. I assumed that green, the way it's spelled with an E at the end, is a name.
Huh.
I don't know the etymology of our
Cause
fine.
it's not
towns.
spelled like the color. It's spelled like
True.
With
extra
an E. But
Yeah.
orange is spelled like orange.
I don't know that you could fudge that one. Is there the alternate spelling before?
They looked around and was like,
They're like,
it's a little orange here.
it's a little orange.
They probably came in the fall Think about, I don't know, I'm just making
Green
up history.
County is
in the
named
green,
after
they came in the
Revolutionary
summer.
War hero Nathaniel Green.
Boom. Oh, hold up. Don't we have Nathaniel? Didn't we have a Nathaniel Elementary School or something? They have a Nathaniel. They have some naming
But
out
was
there.
it that they're the slave revolt?
I mean, if this part of the world that time, probably.
Probably, right? 1 + 1 = 2 in that equation.
Yes, we do have a lot of colors.
We have a lot of colors.
Is that why you stuck around?
So Nova, Ashburn, Nova. You grow up there?
I grew up there, born and raised.
Okay.
I always came down to Charlottesville. My grandmother lived in Charlottesville, so I'm very familiar.
Yeah, so this is your country grandma.
Come on, girl, please. But she was cute and proper. May she rest in peace.
Okay.
She passed like 2 years ago. She was so cute, so proper, very big on cleaning. And every Saturday we would just drive up and down from Nova to come see her, spend some time in her little baby girl apartment, and then we'd all leave. So I'm a big family. Charlottesville's always felt kind of like home, and it feels very fitting that I am here now. But I actually don't live in Charlottesville. I live on the outskirts. But
Outskirts where?
Orange.
Outskirts like Troy. Palmyra.
Okay, that's good.
We're
Isn't that
Fluvanna.
Fluvanna?
Yes.
That's Fluvanna.
Oh, yeah, we know. I mean, we from here. So I play. we know the town.
That's right.
Okay, Palmyra. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's Greater Charlottesville. It's in our service region, so we
I
count
think it is.
I mentor some of the high schoolers in like a club called Young Life, and there's only like 3 schools, so all of the kids go together, and their mascot is the Fluco.
Yeah, it's like a flying shoe, right?
It's a flying shoe.
It's a
I'm like,
flying
why
shoe.
are we acting like this is normal and okay?
There's been a lot of controversy, about the shoe because no one gets it.
Really?
When I was growing up, people that was like their thing. Like people making fun of Fluvanna because they have a flying shoe as their mascot. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't know that are there any mascots that like actually do make sense?
A hornet, but I think people are thinking of
hornet?
animals.
Okay,
Or insects.
but sure, but like we just agree with that because it just everybody does that. But is that any more or less weird?
No, it's
like,
all strange.
your
Okay,
mascot's
deep.
like
Okay,
a
deep.
No, it's
hornet.
strange.
You're just like, and we're like, cool, the hornets, the tigers, the lions, the whatever. But we're just like,
Thank you so
Cool, I
much for
guess.
asking. We were the stingrays in middle school.
really?
Yeah.
I love that too. Animals make sense.
That gave a very dodgeball kind of thing, right? Like purple cobra kind of deal.
I don't know, Colin. We're gonna see what happens next.
It's a very like millennial reference. So grown up, and then where'd you go to school?
I went to Christopher Newport University.
Sure.
We were captains.
To 757.
Not
Yeah,
really,
that's
not to kill the vibe of animals, but we were the captains.
That is true.
Loved my CNU. That's where I actually like really discovered my love for writing, for creative. I started my first year as a psych major, came home, started crying. I was like, why don't I love what I'm doing? My mom was like, because you're a writer. I said, you're so smart. And so that's when I became an English major, and honestly, the rest is history.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what would you want to be a therapist?
Yeah. I'm a really good listener, and a good yapper. The
Sure.
whole package, truly.
Yeah.
But I realized that with studying psychology, you also need to continue doing school afterwards.
Sure.
And I said, let me tell you where that stops.
Like a master's or something, like or a doctorate or something.
Yeah. You have to do a lot of psychology is a science. And so they're like, we want you to touch a tube and start reading data. And I said, let me pause.
Right.
let me actually not do this.
Yeah.
Were you a big writer before you went to college? In high school, were you doing theater, drama, writing courses or something?
You know my bio. I did drama throughout school. Not to brag, but I was the dragon in Shrek the Musical.
What?
Does she have many lines? I've never seen the musical, obviously.
I was a singer. I just sang.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I mean, I've never seen.
I don't know why I looked to you like you've seen Shrek the
You've never
musical.
seen
I've seen
Shrek?
all the Shrek. No, I've seen all.
You've seen the
Shrek
movies, though. I've never seen the
movies. I've
musical.
never seen the musical though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to your question, the dragon has no lines in the movies.
Right.
all right.
But it does have a song.
But
the
there's
dragon has a
obviously some-
song.
Yes, we do have. We did have a song. It was probably my biggest performance and my biggest moment in my high school career.
Okay.
Other than musical theater, I always was in the library.
Mm-hmm.
I was bullied a lot as a kid. I don't know why.
We can't see why.
Yeah, me either. But I always spent so much time in the library during lunch because I have sweaty palms and kids would make fun of me and my sweatiness, and my hair was never cut correctly. maybe I do know why I was bullied.
Sweaty palms. My hair was never cut
but
correctly.
I just fell in love with the comfort of the library and like being able to dive into different worlds and escape my own reality. My dad had cancer when I was in middle school, and so rather than dealing with that, I was like, let me just read some manga. Let me just read some One Piece. Let me just read some
You
Fruit
read One
Basket.
Piece?
Yeah. But that
I
was,
watch.
Mind
Okay.
you,
But
that
I
was
cannot read.
Okay.
mind
okay.
you though, that was back in like 2008.
Okay.
Right? So that One Piece had a million copies yet.
Okay.
Right?
It's too late for me.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll just keep watching.
It's okay.
I'm caught up if that matters.
Too late for me.
They have like 1,200
no,
episodes.
it's a lot.
Oh, really?
I'm caught up though. I watch weekly.
What?
Wow.
It's a labor of love.
It is.
Wow.
I gave up. I did give up.
The show?
Yeah,
But you read all the manga? Or you read the manga?
I did, and then I also gave up on that.
Oh, okay. I thought I was with a fellow One Pieceian.
Man, she had you. She had you all the way down the
amazing
path.
people. I found my people.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's on me. That's on me, dog.
Okay. So, did you do any writing though? Were you
Yeah.
journaling or newspaper?
I did it. I have a diary. I've had a diary since I was a child. And I would always want to write little stories. And so, like, I would not do my homework. I historically was not a great student. I was a C student. And I said, that actually fits because my name starts with a C. My parents didn't agree with the logic, but I did. And so I would always like go home and go on my like really big box Dell computer. Y'all remember those big things?
Yeah.
And I would just be typing up little stories.
Oh.
And I always knew from then that I wanted to be a writer, but I was actually like really embarrassed to admit it. It's like, oh yeah, I want to be in the NFL when I grow up. All right, Jimmy.
Sure.
Good luck.
Sure.
All right. We
Yeah.
all wanted that.
Come on, Jimmy.
And to actually see it happen is still something that I struggle to grapple with, honestly.
So, from seeing you, how did you decide on Charlottesville as your mainstay?
Yeah, great question. After I graduated college, I was like, what's the most dramatic thing I can do? Oh, move across the country with my sister
To California or something?
to Seattle.
Oh, even further.
Even further.
Okay.
Yeah, even further,
further,
even
yeah.
upper.
Okay. Seattle.
Seattle. And I graduated college in 2019. I was like, wow, I'm a girl in the new city. I'm going to find my writing experience. And I get slapped in the face with the pandemic.
Sure.
Oh, you were there.
Slapped in the face with the
Okay,
pandemic.
okay.
And then my sister and her now husband, a year in, decided to move.
You had moved. Hold up. You moved with your sister.
Hey,
though.
come on out with me.
When your sister was going to
no.
Seattle, you was like, "Can I come along?" Is that how it went?
Basically.
Okay. But she had a husband.
She had a boyfriend at the time.
Okay, they were moving together.
They moved in together.
and you were like, "I'll come too."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, knock,
Okay, so
knock.
they were in Seattle during the pandemic.
I was
You all
in-
three were, I guess.
All three of us.
Okay.
Pandemic happened. We all didn't leave the house for like 100 days.
Okay.
Great bonding. You
Okay.
know, I don't know how we're so close. I'm actually quite annoying. But then they both got jobs in California and said, we're leaving. I was like, y'all did not consider me in this equation.
Oh, they just packed up and left.
They didn't just pack up and left, but they just packed up and left. You know what I mean?
And then you were still in Seattle.
And then I was still in Seattle. And I made friends. And then all of my, you know, when you're like in your young 20s and you're like, oh my God, we're all dating. And then all my friends took the dating seriously.
Oh.
And I didn't. And they all got partnered. And then one by one, them and all their
moved?
partner, dog, yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm by myself in Seattle. And I was like,
You ain't
oh.
even from there. You ain't even from there.
I ain't even from here.
Right.
Which is then why I created Writing Black at the House, partially, because I was like, I want more friends and I
Sure.
want more writers. But around the time my grandma's health was declining, and there was just like this ache of I need to be around my community, I need to be around my people. And so my mom and dad had just moved back to Charlottesville. And I was like, all right, I guess that's where I'm going. And so I've been here ever since.
If you are just joining us, this is Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville, City of Promise News Radio 98.9, AM 1070 WINA. Price and Markey here in the studio with Cassidy Dyce on a fabulous June. It's June. What happened to the year? It's June already.
It's running through here like it stole something.
That's crazy. That's
I'm
so
gonna take that.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, no, May.
Well, gone.
Like, that was really.
Like disappeared.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I looked up and I remember I was like writing something and I was like, oh, like 5, da da da. And they were like, and I was like, oh, I missed a couple weeks.
I did.
By the way, big thanks to our sponsor, our friend, the Jefferson School Foundation. That's jeffersonschoolfoundation.org. Okay, so you're back in town.
Back in town.
How is and so you come back and obviously family's close, family's important. So how did you sort of get reintroduced, or I guess sort of introduced? You never really lived here, but you're familiar with here. What was that experience like, coming back to a place that you had a little bit of familiarity with? But I mean, I'm guessing you came now like to live here.
Yeah.
Right? So you came in with, we're not passing through anymore.
Yeah.
So what was that like? How have you found, that experience here?
I'll be a little honest with y'all. When I was a child, I actually didn't like Charlottesville.
That's not, that makes sense.
Oh, thank God. I was, woo! Okay. My palms got a little less sweaty. I don't know why I didn't like it. There was something about it. It just didn't feel like home. And, when you are from Nova has
Maybe it was slower. It's a smaller city.
It's slower.
Sure.
It's a smaller city.
Sure.
I just wasn't a fan of it. But when I was leaving Seattle, I was just not doing well. Also, mentally, I was struggling a lot with isolation. I was struggling a lot with doubt in myself as a writer, in my career. And what I hadn't realized until I got here was that Charlottesville was the perfect medicine for me. That slowness that I tried to escape and run away from was like the perfect medicine to like actually ground myself. And so rediscovering Charlottesville and its slowness, watching the trees change from season to season, I cry. It is so gorgeous. It is so beautiful. And I honestly feel like I would not be the woman I am today without this beautiful time here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even script that.
It's great.
Off the dome.
So tell us a little bit about your book and how that came to be.
Yeah.
The Brainstormers?
The Brainstormers, Money Talks. It is a graphic novel for kids. So I am a co-author on that book. It's my first book. I'm co-authoring with this great guy named Kwame Alexander. Kwame Alexander is big in the children's world.
Listen, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Crossover.
Give a mouth a cookie. No. Just
my guy has won an Emmy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Crossover on Disney Plus. So I used to work for him. I was his writer assistant.
Oh, wow.
Right after college, I knew I wanted to be a writer. No one told me that being a writer also meant that no one pays you. I thought it was a corporate job that someone just like,
you thought it was like accountant.
Yeah. Clock in, clock out. Here comes my paycheck.
Yeah.
No. No one told me that. And so when I first graduated college, I was like, how do I make this happen? I picked up a small-time job. And I'm a yapper working in a retail store called Altered State. And a woman comes in, and as a yapper does, I'm just talking to her, trying to get to know her better. And I take up her clothes to check them out. And just to continue the conversation, I'm like, yeah, girl, like, what do you do for a living? And she's with her best friend at the time. This is why you always need your best friend. She steps back, she blushes a little bit, and her friend steps up and she's like, oh, her name is Mary. And Mary just sold her book to Disney.
Oh. They were buried in the lead.
There we go, Mary.
So here I am sobbing. I'm sobbing over her clothes, snot all over her new purchases. Great for the customer. And I was like, my name is Cass. I want to be a writer. I have no idea how to do this. Please, can you give me my contact? I just, any encouragement. And through all of my grossness and all my snot, she does give me her number. What I do not know is that she is also one of Kwame's co-authors.
Oh,
she goes
funny.
to dinner that night with Kwame. And at that dinner, Kwame asks her, do you know of any young writers who are looking for mentors?
How about that?
It works for some people.
How about that?
Some people is faded.
Yeah. Wow.
Insane, right?
And then she calls you?
Kwame emails me.
But you didn't know what the connection was, or he mentioned Mary?
Mary's like, hey, there's Kwame Alexander. I want you to know him. Do you mind if I give him his email? I'm in the back of my store, and I get this big email from Kwame. Kwame's larger than life. Literally also like 6'5", so he's truly larger than life.
This person up.
But he was very much like, yo, my name's Kwame. I have a show at the Candy Center. Do you want to come meet me and also watch the table reading for the show, for the play, the musical, excuse me. And that's how I met Kwame. And from there, I started working for him for NPR. I would write his scripts for his NPR show at the time. And now a couple months later, my mom asked me, she's like, Cassidy, what do you want to do? Because I was living in Seattle, working in a sales job that I just didn't really fit in. And I was like, honestly, I really want to be Kwame's full-time assistant, but I just don't know how to make that happen because I didn't know how to ask for things at that time.
But you were working as I
was working part-time for him.
Okay.
And one day, my dad calls me at 5 a.m. Firstly, Leo, go to bed. And he's like, Cassidy, I just need you to know something's coming for you at the end of this week, and I just need you to say yes. And I'm like, Leo, go to bed. You're old. 70 is hitting you. Like, let's, like, please. That Friday, I wake up to an email from Kwame asking me to be his assistant.
Wow.
And how did you get to the co-author space from the assistant?
I was his assistant for 2 years. In those 2 years, he's like, hey, I have an idea for a graphic novel. Would you write the first chapter? I had no idea this was a test run, mind you.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I write the first chapter, hate the first chapter, cry, scream, throw it out, rewrite the first chapter, thinking about telling Kwame, this chapter, I can't do it, don't trust me with this, But before, as I'm typing out the email to tell Kwame that I can't do this, he emails me first, and he's like, hey, how's it going? I sent him the chapter that I hated, and he loved it.
Oh.
He loved it. And he was like, yeah, like at first I think the idea was for me just to be a ghostwriter on this project or just to help him with it.
Right.
But now we're fast forwarding even more. 2022, Kwame and I go for a walk. We're now back in Virginia. Everyone keep up. We're now back in Virginia. I've been working for him for 2 years. And he's like, Cass, I want you to come over to my house. I go over to his house. I'm his assistant. I'm not thinking anything of it. He's like, yeah, let's go for a walk. We go for a walk. He fires me.
And you're in Virginia?
I'm in Virginia now. I'm visiting.
Okay.
I'm visiting.
Okay.
He fires me. I'm like, ah. He's like, there's nothing more I can show you. There is nothing more I can teach you.
I think there is. I don't want to be that person. Please.
Respectfully disagree.
You a big dog. I don't know. I think, famous people say that, I'm like, no, I think I do need you.
I'm like, dog.
I just think you're giving me a compliment.
Right. Doesn't
but I do need you back.
Yo, it actually was maybe like 4 years ago to the day. It was a beautiful day in his neighborhood. And he's like,
I don't think anybody come on and said they got fired.
Oh, dog. Literally, he tells me, he's like, you know, Cass, I've been thinking, like, we've been rocking together for almost more than 2 years, and I don't think there's anything I can teach you. And I'm not anything more. And I'm not someone who's very subtle. I'm not a subtle woman. And so I stop in our walk and I look at him. I'm like, are you firing me? And he's like, come with me. And he's like, I do think that I think it's time for you to just become your own author. But I want to ask you if you'd be willing to be my co-author on this graphic novel trilogy. Right. I was like, yeah, brother.
You're right.
Yeah, brother. Actually, we're good, dog.
Okay. So then y'all start working. The book is, how long does it take for a book to get published?
Ooh, it's a large question, right? Because Kwame Alexander is a giant in the publishing industry, genuinely. For Kwame to write a book, and I say this with so much humility, he just needs to tell publishers that he's writing his book. And everyone's running.
That's right.
Okay.
Right? So for him, we started writing the book in 2021. The book published in 2026.
Right.
Kwame and I made this agreement in 2022.
Okay.
So we didn't sign with Little Brown until like 2023.
Okay.
A lot of numbers, a lot of math. Y'all sticking with me?
Yeah. And if we not, somebody on the audience will do the math.
Someone's counting. I'm thinking of like the meme of the woman and the numbers.
Yeah.
Sign with the publisher.
Right.
And so it was a long process because Kwame also had additional books that were coming up. So I had to be patient and wait for it. But the books were all done in 2023, 2024.
Okay.
All 3 books are done. All 3 books are written. That's a Kwame experience. I'm currently trying to publish my own book without Kwame.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey guys, my name's Cass. My first book has already been published. And they're like, girl, who are you?
That's right. What is this?
Even though you already have a book published.
What do you think? Why do you think I would want to get to know you?
Okay.
I'm like, this doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
so she's pitching books to different publishers, or
yeah. The publishing world is so complicated. Yeah. You have to get an agent first.
Okay.
I'm on my 3rd agent.
I thought you were going to say 7th, but okay, great.
Could you imagine?
Second agent, and so they're doing the talks.
They're doing the talks, but to get an agent,
sucks.
you have to be rejected multiple times. Okay. I've been rejected 74 times from agents. I don't keep score. I don't keep the track.
Yeah. Shawshank on the wall.
Yeah.
So you're applying to have an agent.
You're applying to have an agent. You write the book.
So it's not that they work for you.
They do. It's hard. You have to write the book first.
How you work for me and I got to apply to you?
Well, again, they are making money off of how they view you as being successful.
Okay.
So think of it like the sports world, right? Like you have to prove to the agent that you are an asset that they can also sell and make money on.
Okay.
right?
That
Go
was
ahead.
a great way of describing it.
Well,
Okay, so
I've,
you
I've
get
been
you an
there
agent.
before. That's why in the sports world,
Okay,
so I know.
so you
I
can't
know
go.
what that
You
feels
can't go
like.
to the publishers yourself and speak on your own behalf.
That's right. No one takes that call.
No,
right?
no
that
one
would be
takes
like that would be like if you were like just call the Lakers. It'd be like no, like what?
I'm gonna call the
Like,
Lakers.
Just call the Lakers.
Just call
on
the
my own
Lakers
behalf.
is
I would just like to call the
crazy.
Lakers.
Just trust me, I'm really good.
Right. Exactly. It's exactly like
Exactly.
that. It's
So
exactly
Exactly.
like that.
agents
Yeah.
speaking on your behalf.
Agent is speaking on my behalf. Me and my agent has been shipping out my new book, which is called Oh My Rockets. I'm trying to sell for almost
Like a
2
manuscript,
years.
I guess.
A manuscript.
Okay.
For almost 2 years. I have received, once again, we're not counting, 94 rejections.
I've heard that that's that's how
Tough
writing
skin.
is.
Tough.
There you go.
tough
You got- I mean-
skin.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Tough skin. And then there's Kwame, who's like, I have a book, and everyone's running, you know?
Yeah.
Then there's me, and everyone's like, girl, how do you even pronounce your last name? So
Got me. Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
so it's a humbling process. But it really is like you have to keep believing in yourself. You have to keep trusting in your work. And I think I entered the publishing world in a very unique way because I am, Kwame's my mentor, Kwame's my friend. And also I'm so new in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for the weak-hearted.
So tell us a little bit about what your co-authored book with Kwame is about.
Yeah. So Brainstormers Money Talks is about these three friends, Lex, DJ, and Cass. I did not name her after me. Kwame named her.
there
I
you
know.
go.
That's very interesting.
Listen,
I know,
I'd be
I
doing
know.
that all the time.
All my characters would be like a pseudonym of my name
Well, that's
somehow.
what isn't that the story of you read about 30 Rock? She's like these are all real people.
Yeah, like,
these are all built
I'm
off
using
of
real
these are
names.
real people. Yeah.
And all my fiction is actually
I'm using real names.
all my fiction is actually real.
That makes it not.
Someone would call it
Fiction.
non-fiction.
But put a little put a little razzle dazzle in it. They
I
can do
see.
magic.
I see. Okay. All right. They can do magic.
It's like Marky made this thing with
There
her
you go.
wand, but
Okay.
it's all our names.
But it's also
Yourself into a
fiction.
wizard.
yeah, it's also a fiction. It's also a fiction.
It's about these three friends, and Lex is about to turn 10, and he really wants a phone for his birthday. His parents are like, yeah, dog, we got you. We'll get you a phone, but I want you to think of an Android. And my guy Lex has taste. He wants an iPhone. Nothing against Android users. I love you. And so him and his friends are like, okay, we're going to come up with the ways to make money to get the phone that we want.
The iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The iPhone. And so they come up with various different ways of trying to get money. Some of their ideas work. Some of their ideas don't work until something actually hits. I think the magic of the book is that Lex lives in a bookstore with his parents.
Oh, cool.
And every single day, his parents ask him to learn a word from a word jar. And so Lex is like a scholar. He is absolutely, his full name is Electric, but a little spoiler, we at first had named him Lexicon.
That's okay. I see what y'all did there.
A little play on words. And no spoilers, but Lex uses his knowledge of words to get the phone.
You don't tell them.
I won't tell him.
Don't tell him.
I won't tell him. I'll drop it there. It's a book on of vocabulary, a book on friendship, kids just being kids. I am biased, but I am obsessed with it. I love her.
Hold on, if you are just joining us, this is Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville, City of Promise News Radio 98.9 AM 1070 WNA. Price and Markey here with Cassidy, Dyce. Big thanks to our friends, our sponsor, that is the Jefferson School Foundation. Jefferson School Foundation, reimagine, redefine, refueled for the future. JeffersonSchoolFoundation.org. Go. Tell
That
us
was
more.
really good.
Thank you.
He has a really good radio voice.
Y'all killing this.
You haven't heard it yet.
My little ad break. Yeah, that's right. Wait till you listen to it.
Wait
You're
till you
like,
listen
my
to it.
Lord, what in the world? So it's a trilogy. You said.
It's a trilogy.
Okay. So where is it? How do people find it?
Yeah, it's anywhere where books are sold.
Okay.
It's in Barnes and Nobles. I have a couple signed copies in Barnes and Nobles.
What is
the
that?
Barnes
I
and
mean,
Noble here?
Yeah.
what is that? What is that? Talk about that. Like,
Yeah.
what was the moment for you when you walked into a Barnes and Noble, like a legitimate,
I would
large
cry.
national bookstore? I mean, did you play it cool? Did you freak out? Were you like, I would have just been showing it to everyone. I'd be like, you, strange lady, come here. Look at
no,
this.
no. Oh.
Look at this.
Girl, I'm hoping you leave here and you go over there. I would not leave the Barnes and Noble. People would start thinking I'm an employee.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
standing out front until all the copies is sold. That's how I'm gonna be.
It is like, I don't think the book came out on May 5th, right? So we're not
Okay.
even a month out.
Okay.
And I think I'm still trying to actually understand this feeling. Like
Sure.
I feel very.
How many times have you been to Barnes and Noble?
At least 15.
That's fair. Yeah, that's low. I thought it would be more than that.
I just told you I'd be there every day.
I would swing by. I would swing by
between May
daily.
5th and June 5th.
That's right.
I'd have been there 30 days.
That's right.
And sometimes I do find a way to. I know where the book is located, obviously, and I just like there are kids. It's in the kids section,
Sure.
and I try to be nonchalant when I pull the book down. I'm like, "Wow, what a great book!" And then I'll like leave it in front of the parent and
That's
walk
right.
away.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Oh, it'd be everywhere. It'd be everywhere. Yeah.
The way I would be down
I'd be knocking
at
on-
the petite,
that's
putting
right.
my book on their shelf.
Please.
Yeah. I'd be
This is
knocking
free
on
copy.
bathroom stall doors like, here, just got something for you. Take your time. Slide it under there. I don't know this person, but I heard it's really well written. So
The way I would be at the schoolhouse. I would be
Truly.
everywhere with the book.
Schoolhouse.
I am shocked that you don't have a copy here today.
Oh, I do. Oh, don't be crazy.
Oh, okay, thank
Don't be
Thank
crazy.
God.
Don't be crazy.
I actually did think you were crazy for a second because I hadn't seen you pull it out.
Don't be
But this is a
insane.
radio show, so she knew it was all audio.
Don't be.
But I was like,
Amazing.
a person who would go to Barnes & Noble 15 times between May 5th and June 5th don't got a. But your purse looked really flat, and I was
Amazing.
like, okay.
This looks really
Amazing.
flat.
Okay,
It
you
is-
have a copy?
It is in the car, and I actually did bring it for one of you guys. I didn't bring 2 copies. Is that so rude of me?
No, it's not. You
Fight
didn't
it
have to
out.
bring us
Battle it out.
nothing. I was just being like, I'm making sure you go out there and you talk to the people outside of here,
That's
like.
That's right.
Here's a book for you. Here's a book for you.
Oh,
Do you
Lord.
want a book?
Not giving them a book, but just like
Right.
showing them the book.
Someone comes in
And,
here and it's like, there's a
come
table set up in the
I
parking
don't really
lot
be giving
with
away books, but I
books.
would have the book and I'd be shoulder to shoulder, and we go through the first couple pages of the book. We turn it over. In my mind, we turn it over and we'd read the back together with the person I'm trying to convince.
Together implies they are like involved in this.
Yeah. I'm keeping them close.
Okay.
I'm like, so this book, if you
Okay.
read it here, you just take a second to read the back.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it comes. Just a quick summary about it. I'd give them a summary. I'd open the first page, show them the little graphics.
pitch. The pitch. I should be taking notes.
Yeah, show them the graphics.
Okay.
We have amazing authors on our team, our artists on our team.
On our team.
Show them the graphics. I'm like,
But my friends, you're hitting it on the head, right? Because our artist, his name is Rashad Duce. Like I said, I grew up reading manga. I'm very much into graphic
the
novels.
graphic gift space, yeah.
This man's art is insane. Absolutely insane. Literally crazy. And I think the story is phenomenal. I'm very proud of it. I'm biased, obviously. But Rashad's work is
Yeah.
like the creme of the creme. And so I think that what makes the book sing is actually the art.
The graphics, yeah.
It is the graphics. And you can tell there's like Rashad also, I do believe, has been inspired and interested in manga. Like you can kind of see how the
Okay.
inspiration is coming out. And so it's a very like emotional thing for me to know that like my first book is also still tied to like how I fell in love with literature.
Yeah. What when a process of co-authoring
Yeah.
a book, I've sort of 2 questions. One, any collaborative work is tough when people are different and people have sort of different ideas and things like that.
Yeah.
But how is it working with also someone who has a ton of experience, a ton of credibility? I mean, like, so how did you find yourself fitting into that? Because it could be easy to just habituate where he's like, I don't like this. You're like, yeah, totally cool. Like, great, whatever, man. Right. But how did you find the pieces of it that you're like, no, I'm going to fight for that? Or no, like, I think that this, sort of story arc makes more sense than this one. And I mean, how do you just find that groove? It's hard anyway, but I assume it has to be.
Yeah.
There is some sort of, the gears have to latch, particularly with someone who is sort of a veteran of the field, who's had a ton of success doing exactly this thing.
Literally a giant.
Yeah.
Literally a giant. I think I had to, and I still have to, get over. Kwame as a friend is so awesome. I love that man down. Kwame as a writer, it's like I'm looking at a statue. Not to like uplift or highlight this man. But I had to really get over the fact of like, I'm sending my work to the author of the crossover. What insane work.
Sure.
What insane work. And I've actually found my voice in communicating with him, in him. I mean, I should take photos, but he's called me brilliant.
Sure.
So even hearing stuff like that has really helped me. And watching Kwame maneuver through a lot of these, because like, to me, it wasn't even hard working with Kwame, right? Like, Kwame is also a teacher. I don't even know if he would consider himself as a teacher, but like I've learned through, I would write the first draft, then Kwame comes back and does his edit, adds his things.
Yeah.
Things that he crosses out, he explains to me why. I'm like, I can get behind that.
Sure.
I think it was when we hit the editors and when our entire manuscript came back red.
And the editors are at the publisher.
Yeah, you're learning. 10 out of 10. Editors are with the publishers, and I don't like this, or I question this, or do we need to think about sensitivity here? That was a part that was really hard for me, because it was like, am I folding, or do I actually agree? Right?
Yeah, I was like, that's how I was. Like, what do you mean? That's how I wrote it.
Yeah.
I was intentional when I wrote it.
Well, so talk about that, right? Because the incentives could be slightly different. I mean, I think the incentives of writing anything, I think if you are writing a thing that is intended to be public, you want it to be public. You want people to consume it. I think that is largely true for any type of media, music, art, whatever. But you hear this from a lot of artists where, like, I also, like, I want it to feel like I wrote it. I want it to be real. I don't want it to turn into some sort of, like, commercialized nonsense just so you can sort of peddle it.
Sell it.
I would rather sell less of a thing that I really love than, sell a whole bunch of stuff that all of a sudden is turned into something that, right? What is the line? And does the line change, right? And I wonder if, like, is your line different than his line, where he's like, look, this is just how the game goes. And you, young, coming into it, I would argue probably largely slightly more idealistic. Or like, no, like, I want to stand on business and get my work through. And he's like, that ain't how it works. I don't know, but I mean, how do those things modulate?
Great question.
And, do you just become a little more, do you find yourself habituating to the business of the business?
Yeah.
Or do you find that you can still be true to you and your art and sort of what you want to express, even in a world where someone in an office in New York City is redlining your
it's
entire
like we can't
thing?
have 3 ghosts. People hate the number 3.
Yeah.
4 ghosts is really palatable right now.
Our market research tells us that, that's exactly right.
You right here, you say green shirt, and green is down.
Green is down.
Boys are really into yellow. You can't have a protagonist in a yellow shirt. Like, can you consider changing the shirt? It's like,
that's right.
Please.
That's right.
I actually love this question. It's something that I feel like I wrestle with, even with writing Black at the House, my organization. We talk about what is it to stay true to the art, even if where you need to stay true is not necessarily palatable or popular. Kwame is a great example of this. Something that Kwame will do is stand on business. And even as he has gotten bigger, he still stands on business. He still is very true to his artistic self and his artistic style. For example, if something that the publishers have offered or our editor has offered, and he knows it goes against the core,
intention of
the
the
soul,
of the theme
right,
of the book.
Of the story, then he'll put his foot down. But if it's like, I actually think we need the word here rather than versus but, I'm not fighting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think where this conversation becomes more prevalent is in my own journey as trying to publish my own book.
Your own book,
where I don't have someone like Kwame's voice, and it really is me against these who are giants. Right?
Yeah, that's
right. And my book is not... It's about space pirates, right?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
It's about space pirates.
We need a new Space Pirate since that Space Pirate cartoon.
Since that Space Pirate.
You know what I'm talking about? Space Planet.
No, I don't know that.
And I love animation.
The first thing I thought of, and this is crazy.
It's the Disney or the Pixar.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you talking about WALL-E?
No, it's like Space Planet, Pirate Planet.
No, I'm not.
Planet.
Treasure Planet. It's literally
the
Space
first thing I
Pirates.
thought about with Space Pirates was the play that they put on in Sing 2. That was the first thing.
You mean a musical?
That was yes, I do mean a musical. That was the first thing I thought about Space Pirates was the character that is Halsey, who is the daughter. I don't know why I'm going on this rant, jumping off the thing,
Really culturally
singing an Ariana Grande song was the first thing that came to mind.
Sing that's top tier. They are
Sing's
really
fabulous.
They're doing
Sing's
it.
fabulous. Yeah.
But yes, my first thing was Treasure Planet, and they needed how that was supposed to have a sequel. They couldn't do it. Space Pirates. We need to bring that back.
Phenomenal. I love my Space Pirates. I love my
Is that
little
what it's
trilogy.
called?
It's called Oh My Rocket.
Oh, I love
Isn't that cute?
It
Once
is.
again, I'm biased.
Okay.
Is it a similar modality? Is
different.
it? Oh, it's
Completely different.
Okay.
It's a little bit older. It's YA.
I love that. I love YA.
And it's actually, Brainstormers is not, it is just a book on kids. It is love. It is vocabulary. Oh My Rocket is, I think, a little bit more of a harder sell to it because it kind of has a political edge to it. It really is about a racism. And
That's how young adults, book goes.
Yeah.
Hunger Games, that was fuss.
Yeah, that was hello.
Oh,
Come on.
True.
And
That is political.
True.
And I think that has been. Oh, hi, friends. I think that has been really hard trying to sell, especially in this climate, in this political climate. There's a lot of a lot of sensitivity. But Oh My Rockets is really just about cultures that are being erased.
Yeah.
But all in the realm of little space pirates.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody can understand this.
I mean,
well, just like Star Wars is, kind of like political, and people aren't like,
Sure.
The people understand that this is fantasy, but it also has a reality fold in it. Like,
Do people know that?
I think I'm really.
they love to, I think they love to be against the dark side. They love,
There you go.
Yeah, but they don't see the dark side.
they don't see it for them. They don't see themselves.
Yes, exactly. You're not
there.
making the final connection,
Yeah,
right?
as long as people don't make the connection that they're the villain in the story,
Right.
Like,
people
we're talking about you.
If you can somehow make them double consciousness it, like, that's not us, but I hate that person.
Right.
Then it's gonna sell.
I think it really another great, which is also a big inspiration for me. Do I have any Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes, I've seen it 3-4 times.
Oh my gosh! Okay, phenomenal series, but it also is about harder topics, right?
Yes.
That is created for children,
Right.
And so that's also something that I feel very passionate about. Is like. My favorite thing about writing is that we get to dream of worlds that are not yet here. We get to dream of ways to attack situations that are currently in our society.
Come on, Toni Morrison.
Come on, Tony. The bluest eye goes crazy work, right? But like I have always been inspired by books that are where are we? What could our reality be? Now, how do I even imagine of a way of walking into that? And even with brainstormers, right? It's a bunch of kids in a summer who are using vocabulary, who are using their language to get to something that they want. And I think at the core of it, brainstormer is about the power of words, right? Oh My Rockets is about the power of truth and being able to hold it, recognize it, and realize, what do I have to do now that I have this truth?
Where are, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to do my little ad break first. But if you are just joining us, first of all, you're late. But thanks for tapping into Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville and City of Promise News Radio 98.9, AM 1070 WINA. Price Markey here with, how would we describe her? Author, creative, visionary, Charlottesvillian. You have to say it like that. Woman of the arts.
You do have to say it with an accent.
Cassidy Dyce.
Dyce.
We're going to add a
little Dyce. It's like a little dash.
And I feel like people are going to be like,
that's it.
You didn't know, because you can't see it right now. DICE, you didn't know how to say that,
It's
but
a Y,
it has a
isn't it?
Y. People won't know that.
It's because I'm Jamaican.
They don't know that when they listen.
It's because we're Jamaican.
Is that a Jamaican thing?
Yeah.
Where-
Okay, Dyce apparently in Jamaica is like the Johnson.
Oh, so it's a lot of them.
Interesting.
So I'm
Okay.
like your family. They're like, actually, we never, don't look at me and say that to me. I'm like, oh, cool.
I love how you're like,
cool.
when he Smiths or Washington.
Yeah, when he Smiths. Yeah.
Well, in Jamaica, that's exactly what Dyce is.
Big thanks to our sponsor, Jefferson School Foundation, jeffersonschoolfoundation.org. Where are you in the process of your book? Or how do you? Let me ask you this. I assume you have to feel a certain level of confidence when you write with an author like Kwame Alexander. You go, this is probably gonna be good. Right? And you have just a level of like, the product of this will be good. I'm confident in me, my parts will be good, but like, he won't let it slide. This is going to be a thing that people will respond to, whether sort of the first crack at the agent or not, but like, you can see a future like, this will probably be pretty dope.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your own thing? And there has to be some confidence distilled from that, but like, how do you then branch off and do your own thing that's a little different? What's the vibe? What's the feeling of that? Are you going into it like all gas, I got it, I feel great? Or are you kind of like, oh, like I had like,
Can I be
this
honest?
is a little different.
No, there's like actually been a lack of confidence this entire way.
Yeah.
I think I've done this in spite of.
Sure.
I have always dealt with being very self-conscious. Me and doubt are best friends. That's my girl. And so even though Kwame's name is attached to this project, I'm always wrestling with, well, this book is not going to sell well because I'm here. Because
Oh, interesting.
It might not spell. It might not sell in spite of me. He might be.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a giant, but if people see the secondary name,
exactly.
Am I dragging the book down because I'm not as popular or well known as?
Exactly.
I didn't even think of that.
But I don't think people realize that writing is truly therapy. It is because you always have to wrestle with yourself. You wrestle with yourself on the page. You wrestle with yourself trying to sell the book. And despite the fact that I always feel that way, I keep pushing forward. I keep trying to move forward. My VP of Writing Black at the House, her name is Gloria. I call her Glow. She gave me the best compliment, and I keep it really close to me. She's like, Cassidy, you recognize fear, you recognize danger, but you keep walking forward.
And that's courage.
That's and I think it is, right? And it is something that like I have to remind myself all the time, because even though I am fearful, even though I doubt, even though I question, what is it just to take one more step forward? What is it to write another page, to write another sentence, to continue dreaming up of ideas and books, to post another video, to actually reach out and try and be on a station with you guys and promote the book, right? It is not easy, but I believe that it's so worth it.
The talk about Writing Black at the House.
My baby.
Yeah. What is it?
Writing Black at the House is a organization that is meant to uplift Black creatives. I created it in 2022. It really started off as a club, just like, hey, y'all want to get together and talk about art? And then it just became this entire thing.
Were you at West at that time? Or
I was in Seattle.
Okay.
I was in Seattle. I think I'm so blessed. I am so blessed when I look at my resume. I've worked for NPR. I was a part of a mini series for ABC Mouse. I've been in so many different creative rooms, and I looked around and there are not Black people, right? But then I'm out in the streets and I'm meeting an engineer, I'm meeting a mailman, I'm meeting someone who does braids, and they always tell me, I actually love arts. I have an idea for a book. I have an idea for creativity. I have to recognize that I've been blessed by having someone like Kwame in my circle.
Sure.
So I was like, how do I create a bridge to let these Black creatives know your work matters, your voice matters? How do we build it together, uplift it so you can start doing your thing? I think that art is such a powerful tool. We talked about Toni Morrison already, James Baldwin, my guy Kwame Alexander, right? There are so many, Jason Reynolds. There are so many Black artists who use their art not just for clout, but use their art to change, to encourage, to inspire. And at the heart of Writing Black at the House, that's what I want. And I think we Black creatives have a story to tell, but we've not always had the assets and the structure and the support to even believe in ourselves as artists. And so Writing Black at the House, we have monthly meetings, we have workshops, we have a yearly reading session for artists just to come together, write, create, and be witnessed.
How much of this, it seems like a lot of your work is very born of your own experiences, or maybe the things you wanted or needed. How much of this was a response to you? Right. It just seems like a lot of your work is less of a business opportunity and more of a thing that was very honest and authentic that then became a thing that was more structured. Right. Because it seems like this, from what you've told us and previously about, like, you're out in Seattle, your family has now moved, your sort of friend group has all kind of paired off and then also moved. Right. I mean, was this a response to that of like, I have to manufacture a way to find the people who I want to be around? Right. Is that sort of how this blossomed out of just like, if I can't find a way to get in the room, I kind of just need to make it. And invite other people into where I am.
Yeah. Yes, and right. You hit me on the head. You read me for filth.
He does that.
Yeah. I've known you for 3 seconds.
Half a psych degree goes a long way.
I know, that's right. I'm using my degree.
That's exactly right.
That's what I tell myself when I have to pay my student loans.
There you go. That's exactly. This is worth it. This was worth it.
Like one tier.
That's exactly right. That's a thug tier.
I think it also is because I see a lot. I like to think of myself as a woman of the community. I like to think of myself as somebody who wants to make impact out bigger than myself. I want to help people. And I had to come to the realization that a lot of things that I've struggled with, other people are struggling with.
Sure.
So how can I, even if I'm currently carrying that struggle, offer a support and a way for us to do this together? I have a lot of Nova pride, but Nova also is a lot of the reasons why I'm in therapy.
They claim it.
Like, I was the only... in my elementary school, there was me and another Black kid in my grade, and everyone thought that we were siblings.
Sure.
Yeah. Woo. And when you are not seen, when you are learning about yourself through the media, and the media is teaching you that you are secondary, that you are not the main character, that you are usually not the prettiest one. You're not the one that is sought after. And once again, you have sweaty palms and a weird cut. It teaches you about yourself when you haven't even figured out who you are yet, right? And so a lot of what I write about and a lot of what I try to do is about community. It's about uplifting people. It's about uplifting the Black community. It's about showing love and trying to wrestle with identity, because I feel like identity is something that is always at the core of my writing.
So you say this started in Seattle. How has it transitioned to Charlottesville, and do you still keep up with the Seattle aspect of the organization?
I have an e-board. Shout out to Glow and Waku, e-board executive board.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said, is that a new technology?
Yeah.
I need to buy me an e-board.
I was like, I don't have an e-board. I was like, that's so cute that your organization has an e-board.
Yeah, I need one.
You mean executive
We all should get an e-board.
So precious.
Oh, okay.
And they're in Seattle, so they're feet down.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool.
We meet weekly. We talk about all of our operations. We're trying to plan different things. So Glow, she handles everything with like facilitating our events. Waku is our grant writer. And they're just really big on like helping us get the money.
Events in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Events in Charlottesville. We actually met at one of the events for Writing Black at the House.
I was like, someone mentioned you from that, and my friend Tamika, she was like, it was so amazing. She's like, I cried. And that's how I was like, oh, okay, I gotta get down.
Okay.
I was scared. I said, well, somebody's doing a little crying fest for the artist. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's that, that's how impactful it felt for the one time that she went. I was like, this girl must be doing some work down there. She got artists crying in the hood.
What is the event that people are crying at?
It was, we had 3 events in Charlottesville. And we have something for Writing Black at the House called The Comets. It's our monthly gathering where we talk about different themes. Like, for example, it is June. Happy Juneteenth.
Right on.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Right
Happy
on.
Pride.
Yeah.
And for this month, we're talking about what is it, the freedom to create, right? What would it be to create if we didn't have the restraints? If you knew it was going to be successful, what would you write? And I do believe that as an artist, before we can get to the art, you need to take care of the soul. So in these comments, we talk about what is it to deal with imposter syndrome? What is it to deal with fear? What is it to create in burnout? And we really get to the emotional aspects of writing, of creation.
Is it comments, like a comment in the space, or is it comments?
Oh, great. It was actually at Common House where we met.
I was like, I'm hearing it. But like, is it comments like in the sky, like a comment? I was hearing comment. I was hearing comments. And she was like, Space Pirates. I was like, how? I love that you're calling it comment.
No, you're picking up the themes.
But you're comment.
Very celestial thing
commons.
happening.
Commons.
Yeah.
ONS.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, why do you name it comment?
Listen,
Comet Commons.
in 2 years when we have an offering called Comet, don't look at me.
No, you can have it. I give a lot of my rights away on the show.
I was about to say,
That's insane.
I have given away very good names. I have
verbal
given away
agreement.
titles, and I'm like, you can have it. And
That
they're
is
like,
so
okay.
high.
And people are like, okay, well, now I have it on tape.
No,
A person of
woman of
no
the
givesy
people.
backsies.
No, I'm giving lots of ideas. I'm like, you can have it. No worries. You don't have to come to me for the rights or anything.
Wow.
You better clear that sample with me.
The person you're gonna have to get through with at the copyright office is right. He gonna be like, well, actually, my voice was at 13 seconds there, and as you heard, Marky gave you the rights.
Breathing in the background. That
Yeah,
was
Marky
like
gave
that,
you the
yeah.
rights to her 15th seconds.
That's exactly right.
But since I was there, you also have to clear with me, and I'm not clear.
That's right. You don't have mine, so you
That's why
better strip me out of
I'm
it.
never worried about it because I know Price will stop the copyright.
Wow. What
People don't know that. I'm
duo.
actually doing a backhanded thing where I gave it to you
Yeah,
live.
that's right.
What
But
a
I know that he's not gonna clear.
Just so we can file a lawsuit later. That's how we
You
sponsor
can
the
have
show.
it. Period.
So Oh My Rockets is where are we? What do we expect? When can we see it? When can we
That's a big question.
rave about it? When can we? Here's the question inside of the question. How? You mentioned the process when you work with someone like Kwame. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, ding, 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 Penguin
Yeah.
Books. Kwame's
Yeah.
writing a book. Everyone
Yeah.
goes, whoa! You figure out who you want to work with,
Yeah.
right? How different is the process? I know it's different, but just sort of from in your head of like when I want this to come out, it seems like in that process, it's just like when we can get it done, that's when it will come out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's sort of more artist directed because you have the other pieces of the ecosystem are prepared for it.
I have the goat.
How do you manage a process where there's not as much of that on that? Like, are you like, I'm done, now I need to sell it? Are you like, I'm going to start selling it before I finish it because I know that will take some time and then I have to like put it back together?
Yeah.
How does that work? Because I imagine a world where you go, I wrote this thing, I love it, and then the response from the publishers is like, no. So you're good, cool, I get to rewrite it. But I also see a world where you're like, you're kind of feeding them pieces of it while you're also how does that function?
Great question. When you submit to a publisher, you submit the entire manuscript.
Whole thing.
Oh, it can't be like a pitch.
Okay.
No. Well, great question. So you have a pitch packet.
That's not the manuscript.
That is not the manuscript that goes with the manuscript.
Okay.
Yeah. So I get they send the pitch packet, and then we send the entire book.
Okay.
And publishing industry is so slow. It is so slow. And so I said 2 years, right? I have been waiting. Some publishers haven't even got back to us. Some got back to us the same day it was sent and said, LOL, you literally thought I will never.
LOL, you thought.
One thing I think is like, in the movies, these people have like stacks and stacks of manuscripts.
They do.
So I feel like lots of people everywhere want to get published.
They do.
So it's like
Yeah.
overwhelmed with manuscripts.
Would you not self-publish?
That's what I was thinking about that.
Why not?
I would personally not self-publish. I have so much respect for those who self-publish. I always wanted to be traditionally published because I knew the steps and the blockers that you had to surpass. And I think for me, that's a big part of it. I also think, and this is all the respect to those who do self-publish.
We had a self-published a couple weeks ago. I love
Did we?
that. Today she bought us like 4 of her books.
That's right.
They were all self-published. I thought they were gorgeous.
Some of my favorite books are self-published. It is such a so saturated. Publishing is saturated.
I was about to say the whole thing feels pretty.
It's very
weighed down,
saturated, right? And so I knew that I wanted some type of might behind me versus like, hey, I self-published this book versus this is a book published by Little Brown.
So the time and the resource and the name is worth the slowness.
The timing it takes.
Yeah,
Right.
for me it is. A lot of people don't agree with me, but the traditional way I feel like is more like I want to live off my writing.
Sure.
I love my job. I want to fully be an author and just do this all the time.
Yep.
And I feel like traditional publishing is the way to do that.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to hit some sort of weird home run to self-publish
I think about
to
people
that scale.
like-
Sure, it does happen, of course.
Yeah, I think about like musical artists who were putting those cassettes in their back trunk and
SoundCloud,
traveling.
baby. Oh, even before.
I'm saying
sure.
the stories of I made 20 copies of this thing. I put them in my trunk and I was driving city to city and I was playing it in my car.
Yeah.
I was like, just buy one for $2.
Right.
I feel like some of the Southern rappers talk about that.
Sure.
Is it Master P?
Yeah.
He talks about how like that's how he started. He was like, I made 100 copies and I drove them around and I started getting hit. They started loving it.
There's a crazy Kesha story where she like broke into Prince's house or
Yeah, it's
something,
like,
and like
there are
she
people-
had like a sample.
You got to do something big.
Where I don't know how true the story is, but there was some part of it where she like broke into his house to like leave him her sample.
Sometimes you gotta do something illegal.
I don't know that we're allowed to co-sign illegality on this show.
It's like I went to the store and I stole something, but as they were tracking me away, I said, "The book. There's a copy of there's a book on your shirt. There's a graphic of your novel. You're like, but please read it." And then the headline for the newspaper the next day is a local self-published author.
So you're going into some insane like guerrilla marketing territory.
You definitely do some guerrilla marketing. It's guerrilla marketing.
But I think her point is that if you have a publisher, you don't have to get yourself arrested at the grocery store to promote your book.
Actually,
Actually, she was.
Shout out to Wegmans. Cassidy's innocent.
We stand behind her.
Kwame, when I first got in to meet my publishers, to meet the editors and our entire team, I was like, okay, guys, what's our marketing plan? And they're like, oh, no, baby girl, what's your
I've heard that.
plan?
I have a friend that's published 2 books, and she does a lot of her own marketing. She talks about
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
She said she has to do all of the marketing.
So okay. Level with me. They're doing what?
That's so funny.
Distribution.
They're
making the book.
They physically. And let me. I had social media time with them. They helped me. Like I really do love my team at Little Brown. I'm so thankful for them for walking through this experience with me. But it's like okay, Cassidy. And Kwame's so good at this. Kwame goes on tours. Kwame goes
Sure.
everywhere. Kwame will get a big tour bus and travel around the country and go to different schools, right? It's also funny because Kwame actually started selling his book out of the back of his trunk. Too.
Really?
Yeah. Literally. I mean, so I think now my definition of guerrilla marketing is TikTok. I had no idea how to be an influencer.
Yeah, sure.
No one told me I had to be an
My
influencer.
friend who has 2 books published, she does a lot of TikTok. Yeah. She has a lot of like book reads and libraries, and I'm like, she's like, that's the most tiring part. You can sell your book. You can sell your book to the publisher. Sure. They can say, "This is great. We're gonna make it," but they're not doing any of your market. Like you're the person selling the book. Well, then, girl, that's what I thought you was here for. I thought you were the weight behind my shoulders. I thought you was pushing me forward.
The wind beneath my wings.
You just told the factory to put it together and you just sew it up. That's not gonna sell no books. I'm sorry to tell you. That is not gonna sell a book.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
It is. It's a very humbling process.
Yeah.
It's a very, please buy my book. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. That is so interesting. So I got you off topic, but okay, so in this process, Oh My Rockets do we have a date? Do we have a prospective date?
It needs to first be sold.
Yeah,
and so I think
Okay.
it is such an act of faith because we could be in 2 years, this book still is not sold. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing about this. I'm talking about this book because I truly, truly believe in it. I think it's one of the best things I've ever written to date, and publishers are just not vibing with it yet. And it's been 2 years, but like I am so positive that this book will be sold. It will be made. I have a different artist, Chelsea. She is a phenomenal artist too.
So the author picks the artist.
Yeah. I found sometimes I found Chelsea because once again, no name. The publishers found me and Kwame artists.
Okay.
That the publishers found Rashad.
Sure.
They were just going through sending us.
They do different things.
They do different things, right? And so I don't know when this book is coming out, but I know it will come out. I might be dead.
What happened?
Zora Neale Hurston had to uncover her grave.
Yeah.
Well, what happens? You as an author, you've written something you really love.
Yeah.
What happens? And I think we both agree that like we hope it gets sold today. But let's say 6 months, a year, it's not. Do you ever feel you will push yourself? Like, is there a lever where you're like, we're like, you know what? I just want to get this thing out there. I want to get it out there. I think this deserves to be in the world.
5 years from now, if it ain't sold,
right.
I'm gonna self-publish. That's how I would be.
I feel like if I were to self-publish, I'd do a whole different story.
Oh, really?
Like, you don't want
yeah.
this. You don't want this one to be a self-publish.
Well, I will say, Oh My Rockets is a graphic novel.
Yeah.
And self-publishing, I like when me and Chelsea sell Oh My Rockets, we will be paid through the publisher.
Sure.
I don't have the green to pay Chelsea to do this. And I'm also an horrific artist. My stick figures are offensive.
Okay.
I'm a bad artist. But I feel like if 5 years down the line, if Oh My Rockets does not get published by then or is not picked up by a publisher, I'll wait another 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Honestly, I love that. I love that you standing on it. Like,
Yeah.
we over here like, well, when you self-publish, we'd like to read it. You're like, well,
Yeah.
you will never read it.
You will never read this. Yeah. The greatest marketing ploy in history. Like, you will never see
I think
it.
that's probably how, like, that's
Right?
when you go to people and you say, you'll never read it.
But the thing,
That would be like-
you will read it. It's going to be published. I just don't know the lane. I'll know how it's coming, but I know a publisher is going to pick it up. I know a top 5 is going to pick it up. If a top 5 doesn't pick it up, it's going to be a publisher that I'm excited about. This book will be in stores. It will be in your hands. You will like it, and we'll come back here.
And we will be at Barnes & Noble another 15 days in a row.
Yeah, no. Call me up. I'll be at the Barnes &
I'll
Noble,
be
too.
there. Absolutely.
Listen, when Oh My Rockets is officially published and out in the world, I will camp at Barnes & Nobles. They're like, Cassidy, you need to leave. I will not.
Just get a job there. Just be like, I will work here for the summer.
I will work here for the
I will
summer.
have my apron on. I don't know if they have aprons down there at the bookstore, but I
don't either. But
I will have.
I'll have one.
Or a name
I'll
tag.
wear a
Whatever
name
they
There's
give out to
Starbucks.
me.
They they have a Starbucks.
They have
in-
Starbucks, right.
They have aprons.
There you go.
Right, I would do
We will
something.
find you an apron.
Yeah.
That is so fun. So last thing before we get you out of here, is what happens concurrently as you're selling this one? Is there anything else percolating? Are you writing anything else? Is there any other? Is anything else in the hopper that you're excited about?
I was talking to Kwame and he's like, Cassidy, we have to promote the book, but also remember, that's not the job. The job
Right.
is writing. And I
Yeah.
said, oh, King.
Oh, that's right.
King, you're so right. Brother, More to you. So I've been thinking of new ideas, and I think I don't know what it is about me, but I went from space pirates, and now I think I'm going to do bounty hunters.
Okay. As one does. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
See a pattern?
I see a little pattern.
Okay.
Or I'm thinking, like, do I go into my adult fiction bag, which is always where I thought I was going to land. I didn't think I was going to be in the kid space and the graphic novel space. And I'm thinking about writing a social experiment book. Yeah. That one's been percolating in the back of my head for a while.
How Orwellian of you.
Yeah, I feel like there's, I would be like writing things down. I would be writing one-liners down all the time. I feel like that's how I'd. Do you find yourself doing like?
It's a great question. Like, how do you?
That's how I feel like I literally have slips of paper.
I read a thing, the Freakonomics guys.
Yeah.
Right, and one of the guys was like, the economist, the Levitt guy. He said he was just like, he's like that. He's just like, there's always stuff going on. The journalist was like, I write like a journalist. I sit, I cut it out, and I like hammer out large chunks. Right? Who are you, or who are you more akin to?
I'm actually neither.
I mean,
I'm actually neither.
You're not breaking down time and doing it forward, or writing down little pieces over?
I'm a big daydreamer.
Okay.
I daydream in plots. All of the books come to me after I have conversations like this, and I start thinking, and I start daydreaming ideas.
A social experiment radio show book.
Uh-oh. Can I get a character named after me?
Period. Price? That's a great name.
Yes.
I'll be honest. Your parents were on to something.
Yes.
Honestly, it would have been great for Money Talks.
Yes.
Price.
Yo!
A missed opportunity.
Is there a fourth? Can we get a fourth?
I'm trying. Not only am I trying to get a fourth, I'm trying to get a cartoon.
Happy. Give me a voice. Can I be a voice actor?
Yo!
If you, Cassidy, listen to me right now. Don't play with my emotions, because if I can voice a character named after me, I would. Yes. By the way, don't even add. You don't even have to ask. Don't be like we got this guy.
Don't even worry. We're coming.
Done. We'll be there.
Tell me the date.
Do not do it.
I think we should do. I've always wanted to do voice acting.
I mean,
right?
Isn't this kind of voice acting?
I don't
Yes
know.
and no. I mean,
I don't know what we're doing here.
voice acting per se.
To your point, we're just kind of having fun.
Yeah, but I used to do writing in college, and ever since then, I always, when something comes to me, an idea or a one-liner for a poem, I literally just write that down. There's lines that don't connect at all in my notes app.
Do you have voice notes? Do you? How do you like capture ideas?
I journal.
Okay.
I'm a big journal.
Like physical.
Yeah. We're all little
pen and paper.
I always start
might be
off.
ink and quill.
I always start
she's
off
out
by
here.
asking, please. I always start off by asking the question, what if? And I just let my mind go from there, and I just let my pen. It's a pen. It's not a quill. I'm left-handed. I'm a little clumsy. Ink would be everywhere.
Okay.
Ink would be everywhere.
Okay.
So I just kind of let my pen go from like, what if? And then there are a lot of dumb ideas that get scratched out, but there are a lot of pieces that somehow make it into the next round.
I think that's great. Last thing, advice for young writers, young artists. What was either that, you can take one or both of these questions. If you have any advice as someone who has done the thing, who is working with people who are doing the thing, or something that you would tell yourself, right? Something you would tell your Seattle self, right? Who's sitting there in a rainy city trying to find her footing, right? What have you learned over the intervening 8, 9, 10 years that you either wish you applied then, or you got some kid looking at you going, I love this. I want to do it.
Yeah.
What are the little nuggets of wisdom that you think you found to be the most impactful?
That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking me. I would probably say write in spite of. I feel like my writing's not good. Keep writing. I feel like I'm not inspired. Keep writing. I feel like my tank is empty. Keep writing. Someone didn't like my writing. Keep writing. I'm a very big believer that one of my biggest goals in life is to master writing, though I know I will never master writing. It's a goal that I have. It is truly partially what I feel like I was born to do. And I think a lot of that is get the reps in. Keep going, keep doing, keep believing in yourself. Find people to believe in you when you can't believe in your own self. I have to give it to my best friend Cooper, who just breathes life into me when it's really hard. And do not write alone. Everyone believes that writing is something that has to be done in isolation. And to a certain extent, it does. But having community who breathes life into you, who gets excited about your stories as you get excited too, is something that will just fill your garden.
It's a great way to end
That's
that
a
one.
great way to end it.
How do people find you? How do people buy the book?
My friends, please find me on Instagram at Cassidy_Dyce, DYCE, or if you want a little Dyce. And the book is sold anywhere books are sold, actually. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Shout out to New Dominion, indie bookstores, and then if I can, so maybe leave us a little review on
There you
Goodreads
go.
or on Amazon. You know, if you just feel a little spicy, if you feel a little kind.
There you go. The book is The Brainstormers, Money Talks, and it is a graphic novel. We are, I'm excited to read it.
I mean that.
I like it. I'm here for it. I told you said this was intimidating. You don't feel at all intimidated.
Oh, my palms drenched.
It's because Price so scary.
It's not me.
Oh, it's me.
It is the both of you. You guys are great energies. Thank you guys for having me. Y'all are so fun.
This is great. That is the one and only Cassidy Dyce. Big thanks to you guys. If you have ideas for the show or want to get in touch with us, check us out on social media on all platforms. United Way Seville at City of Promise. You can find her at Cassidy Dyce. And again, the book Brainstormers. It is a graphic novel found wherever books are sold. Our inbox is open in vision at unitedwayseville.org, and we get support on the show from folks like you. So as we get to the end, your fiscal year is coming up at the end, right?
Yes.
We get to the end of another fiscal year. Time, talent, treasure to City of Promise, to United Way, to all of our wonderful local nonprofits. It's how we continue to do our community-based work and how we keep doing another 215 episodes of this very show. You can get the show wherever podcasts are, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, and big thanks to our sponsor, the Jefferson School Foundation. That is jeffersonschoolfoundation.org. For Cassidy and Marky, this is Price. We will see you next week.
Peace.
Yay!